Hello, I'm Jason Menton.
And I'm Dimitrios Papadrakopoulos.
Do you ever spend sleepless nights pondering the questions, what are an economics? And who is the Keynes? Well, this video is going to answer those grammatically incorrect questions and explain to you the principles behind Keynesian economics. Keynesian economics, proposed by economist John Maynard Keynes, are centered on the short run. It focuses on using government intervention to prevent and counteract depression. It sees the economy as cyclical, with the government as an outside player able to manipulate the market. So in this rendition, our economy will be represented in the small scale as these four shops here. As you can see, things are going pretty well for these guys here in Akdekistan. I buy lumber from Jerry, Dimitri buys fencing from me, Caleb buys livestock from Dimitri to feed his miners, and Jerry buys tools from Caleb to chop down his trees. Now all is well and good, as the money made from selling X amount of units from one person will allow that person to buy Y amount of units from another in a glorious cycle. However, not everything always runs so smoothly. Let's say Jerry's lumber yield is mysteriously cut in half. This means he can only buy half as many tools from Caleb. This in turn means Caleb can only purchase equally half as much livestock from Dimitri, and so on and so forth. So how do we fix this downward spiral of debt and despair? To Keynes, the answer would be clear as day. Much like a pipe that's gone dry, you must prime the pump. In this case, the government comes over and notices the cycle of happiness and prosperity has slowed to a dreadful crawl on a Trail of Tears level. So what Mr. Government does is he loans Jerry enough money to bolster his buying power back to what it was. So now Jerry is buying 2 units again, and the cycle is restored. The presence of Mr. Gov would continue until the harvest would yield enough for Jerry to purchase 2 units on his own. Now, as nice and perfect as this model seems, there tend to be some flaws in actually carrying out this theory of economics. Problems include the government attempting to practice Keynesian economics when the economy is healthy, or working on principles of deficit spending when only some sectors of the economy are struggling and others are fine. This causes an all-around lowering of the real GDP rather than boosting it. Because Keynesian economics relies on government money, there's also an issue of inefficiency and corruption within the government, which can take money for itself, meant for the economy. With this give and take of advantages and shortcomings, we're going to leave it to you to decide whether or not Keynesian economics is the way we should be running this country. So don't screw it up.